ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
He gets shot and he's like, oh, motherfucker.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends figure review on the Infinite Series 2015 Spider-Man Rhino Build-A-Figure Wave White Tiger. If you're trying to pick up this set, you can get it up. Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. So on the side, you get this really cool image of White Tiger. On the back, you can see the figure. There's a read-up. If you want to read it, pause it now. And then there's the other figures from the wave. And on the side, we get the same image of White Tiger. No logo or anything up here. Just says Marvel. All right, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's White Tiger out of the packaging. Not a whole lot to this figure. They mostly reused the Jubilee Build-A-Figure body mold and of course have added some parts. And this character is a bit obscure. I think she's more commonly known for her appearance in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. I did read some issues of Avengers Academy, and if you've seen this image of White Tiger, that's from one of my very best friends, Rodine. Yeah, doing covers for Marvel Comics. Anyway, let's take a closer look at this figure. Another little fun fact about this character is that she's like the 5th White Tiger, and it's from a lineage of Latino White Tigers, which I think is cool. I think there's an Indian one too. But yeah, this necklace right over here, this is the magical amulet where she gets her White Tiger powers. And I think it was her older brother Hector who's the original White Tiger. So I'm very stoked to see Latino superheroes. There's not that many of them. But anyway, the sculpt looks really good over here. There's not any kind of shadowing effect going on. Typically I kind of like to see a blue kind of mixing in and out with white. But you know, as I've seen in comics, there's nothing like that. So I don't really need to see that on this figure. And then looking at the back right here, you get some nicely sculpted hair. It would have been nice if the hair was articulated, but it's not. I think they did a really good job on the amulet right there. That looks really cool. So you can see the little tiger head, and you can see the paws right there. I really like how the eyes came out on this too, so you get that neon green looking very nice. And you could remove that if you want to just by popping off her head. There you go, we have that display option if you want to see it. And I think the paint right here could have been done a little bit better on that joint. I wish they added it on the joint right there, especially because there's not that much paint on the figure at all. You can see a little bit of the white coming through on the gray on that little spike on her right shoulder piece by her collarbone. And then on the other side you get these other stripes right here. And it's a pretty nice mold, you know, you get these very dark gray stripes going on right over there. And I do like the sculpt on this figure, by the way, so yeah. I like how the sculpt came out for these hands. They look pretty good. You can see the nails right there. On this side, it's a slightly different gesture, but yeah, you can see the sharp nails. One thing to be careful with is just for me posing this around a lot, I did get a crease right here at this hip joint. We also saw this body mold being used on the Anya Spider-Woman, so I guess that makes sense, or Spider-Girl anyway. And here's looking at the back of the figure, you get some serial numbers right there. There's the nalguitas, and then here's the back of the figure. So they did paint the stripes all the way on the back of this, so it's not looking too bad. Now for White Tiger's articulation, there is nothing new here. You can still get the head to move all the way up, which I like, because the hair is sculpted nicely, swooshing off to the side, so that looks really good. You can move her head down very far. You get rotation side to side over here. Not so much neck pivot. Shoulders move outward all the way. You can move forward, bend at the elbows, rotate at the elbows, wrist move side to side. They hinge up and down. You get a diaphragm joint that could rotate side to side, a little bit of pivot. It cannot really crunch forward as much as I'd like it to. It can move back a little bit more so. Get the hip joints that move outward that much. She can kick forward only that much, moves back very little if at all. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, calf rotation, ankles move down, up, and ankle pivot. Plus peg holes at the bottom of her feet. So White Tiger here is standing just a little under 6 inches tall. And then here she is next to the Ultimate Spider-Woman, so you can see they do share the same body mold, of course, different head sculpts and different hands. And then here we have White Tiger next to Tigra and Black Panther. We sorely need a new Tigra figure, right? Using that Moonstone body mold. Ooh, that'd be awesome. And then here's White Tiger next to the other two figures from this wave that I've already reviewed. And then here she is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Ooh, green necklace. Ooh. So I do like this figure, but it's still my least favorite figure from this wave. I feel like Hasbro could have just added a little bit more paint in that joint right there, but aside from that, I don't really think they did anything wrong. There's just not a whole lot to this figure they could really do, you know? I'm not upset about the lack of blue shadowing effect or anything. I'm not upset about them reusing the Jubilee body mold or any of that. So it came out the way I think it should have been, you know? So it's not a bad figure, just not great. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my review. If you did, please hit the like button, click any of these boxes over here for more Shart in your face. Check out the Patreon account. Your help is much appreciated. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and go to MarvelousNews.com. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Mold burrito.